Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. My name's Yvonne Villarreal. I'm a TV reporter at the Los Angeles Times. And joining us today is Mr. Jack of all trades himself, Neil Patrick Harris. Neil, thanks for being with us. Were you
What up? What up? Thank you.
You're about to embark on the final season of How I Met Your Mother. I know when it was Doogie Howser, you guys didn't quite get to wrap it up the way you had planned. So is it nice to sort of be able to wrap things up with Barney?
Yeah, it is on a whole bunch of levels. Doogie, that was a drag just because we all found out that the show had ended before there was any kind of closure to it, and so we didn't really get like a finale of any sort. It just kind of ended. Um, but no, this has been nice. We feel like the show running 8 seasons was great. Um, Super great. Not often do you get a TV show where you get to have
Mhm.
that kind of longevity. If it could have gone a ninth season, that's like the perfect icing on the cake. It allows the writing staff and the gang that have worked so hard uh, on the crew and the cast and everyone to have a real nice structural way to end this long ass story of Ted telling his kids how he met their mom.
Well, we have a question from a viewer, and she wants to know what was your favorite part of about playing Barney?
I love that Barney's just so. I feel like Barney is loves an adventure, and he doesn't care if it goes terribly wrong because that makes it an even like more
Mhm.
exciting story to tell. Wardrobe fittings are great. Reiko Kuramata, who's our wardrobe designer, is amazing. So I get to wear Dolce Gabbana and Paul Smith and these just unbelievable outfits and look really snazzy and flirt and make out with a bunch of people and live like this crazy, overly awesome life. And as a TV character, like that's a really fun track to be able to do.
Something like quirky about shooting that you'll miss?
I miss the camaraderie. We've had an exceptionally amazing little bubble of a world over at Stage 22 at 20th Century Fox. The crew has been with us almost in its entirety for the whole 8 year run, will be 9 year run. The cast has grown up together and had families together and um, are very supportive of each other. And I think more than anything at the top of that pyramid is our director, Pam Fryman. It's a tricky thing, our show, because it's ridiculously
Yes.
over the top and at the same time like super earnest and heartfelt because you're talking about how I met your mother. Like he's searching for love and in doing so pining and talking about it and sharing his emotions with people. And that's a tricky balance.
You were with this show for 9 years. Do you think, would you want to do another TV show, or do you want to take a little bit of a break from doing TV?
I really haven't spent a lot of time thinking about what I'm going to do next, and that's kind of intentional because I really want to honor this chapter and live kind of in the present and enjoy it while it happens. There's a lot going on
Hmm.
simultaneously, like award show stuff and other little like guest starring
Hmm.
things that you kind of slot in. But I think to be spending this year really, really worried about what I'm going to do next year is going to give short shrift to this year that we're in.
The Emmys is soon approaching. When do you guys start working on that? What do you have in store? Can you share anything with us?
I don't quite know yet. You know, you have to wait and see
Mhm.
what gets nominated and start looking at themes and looking at sort of the TV season as a whole. And they're such different beasts. The Tonys are all about inviting the people at home to come and entice them with these shows and show all the great
Right,
stuff that you
right.
can see in New York. The Emmys is all about taking all of these disparate little pockets
Mhm.
of production, you know, people that film like Downton Abbey that doesn't even film here, and Mad Men and that films I think in LA, and Breaking Bad that films in Albuquerque, and then put them all in a room, but also with the Two and a Half Men people and the Big Bang Theory people and the Amazing Race people and like all these people that work really, really hard at what they do, but are in like their own little world. And then you give them a ton of awards and hope that you
Right,
can
right.
keep them all interested.
We have lots of people asking any chance you'll host the Oscars.
I hope to someday, maybe. I don't seem to get asked.
Nope.
But if it ever came
Work
up,
for
I thought it would be
you.
fun to do. I got to open the show one year, um, and in doing so, you get to see how much pressure and how many people are involved in all of the decision making. And then that's its own, like, you have a target on your back all the time as the host of the Oscars. And there's like 1 billion people or so, like 500 million people watching from all around the world. So everyone that's there is super, super nervous. And that being said, when I'm not performing on it or have any reason to go to a party for it, I usually sit at home with my friends and make fun of all the people and what they're wearing and like how bad was that comedy, right? Like that's kind of what you do. And so to think about being the guy that's getting everyone saying that about him isn't like I don't want to jump up and
Right.
down and try and get that job. But
Well, Neil, thank you so much for taking the time today.
bye. Thanks, guys.